Hey guys, this is Don Walker with Dead Zero's 3-gun match. I'm the match director. I get a lot of questions about how to come out and shoot the match. So I'm here in my garage today. You can see it's a big mess. I have actually a really nice office studio on the other side of this wall. Unfortunately, there's too much background noise and we just wouldn't get anywhere. So I get a lot, what do I need to come shoot your match? Well, the easy answer is ammo and a willingness to do it. So if you want to shoot my match and you show up with factory loaded 9mm 223 5.56 and 12 gauge birdshot in the 7.5 to 8 shot size, 1145 or whatever to 1250 foot per second birdshot, you can shoot my guns. And I have belt gear, rifle, pistol, shotgun, everything that you need to shoot a match. I have it. I keep 2 full sets in my truck during match weekends, just so that if somebody shows up and they don't have anything, or they have really not very good gear and they're going to have some problems, or they are having problems, they can just use my stuff and have fun. So we have a good group, and we will teach you everything you need to know about the rules, resetting, the targets, scoring, how, all of the range etiquette, the range commands, all of that. We teach you that. We're very good at that. And as long as you show up with a good attitude and the right stuff, you will have a great day on the range with us. Now, if you do have guns, and most people do, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the gear for a minute, okay? Excuse me. So we have a really cool AR. It has carbon fiber stock, ultralight handguard, huge comp, optic, variable power 1-to-6 with a cool throw lever thing there. That's awesome. Super cool trigger. Just the whole deal, right? This is awesome. Billet everything. But you don't need this to come out and shoot a match. You can come out with a factory, M&P 15 or Ruger AR-15, any AR-15 platform rifle, red dot on it, whatever you got, as long as it's safe, functions well, and is is a good gun, is a solid piece of equipment, you can come out and have some fun with us, and we will have a good time. We'll show you how to shoot this. Well, you may already know how to shoot the gun very well, but we will we'll take you under our wing, and we will let you shoot and have a great time. But you really don't need to save up and buy a expensive rifle to come out and shoot the match. Just your average everyday AR will shoot most of the very accurately. Will shoot all of the targets on our range, and you should, as an average shooter, be able to hit all of the targets on our range. Now, if you can hit them on the clock, that's a whole other subject, but that's why we play the game. The next thing you need is a shotgun. Most of the time, you get on a forum, the very first thing they're going to say is, buy a Benelli. That's right, buy a Benelli. It's a great shotgun. Is this a good shotgun for 3-gun? Absolutely. Not my personal favorite, but I understand why people like them. I think they're great shotguns. I bring this as a loaner. It's got the tube. It's got a really cool deal there, for slug sights, and matched to the fiber optic in front, oversized charging handle, bolt release. Got it all. Nice port job. It's a really good gun. Will do the job, but I shot my first match with an 870, loading off a side saddle off the side of the receiver, and my pockets, and I think I had a bandolier actually, and loading wasn't what held me back, and neither was the pump shotgun. I did very well with a shotgun, and it was a long time, honestly, before speed with a shotgun dramatically decreased my stage times. So bring what you got. If you don't have anything, before you go out and buy something, come out, try some of our gear, and you can make an informed decision. If you feel you absolutely must buy a shotgun for 3 guns so that you have a complete kit when you show up, you can't go wrong with the Stoeger M3000. It's already set up for 3 gun for the most part, and it's a great shotgun, and it will do everything the Benelli will do. Does wear out a little bit here and there, maybe a little faster than Benelli. I think that's arguable, but bottom line, it's a great piece of kit, and you will have a good time with it. Now the other thing is, if you ask anybody right now what the #1 pistol that you need to have in 3 gun, it's 2011 in 9mm with the mag well and the high cap mags and everything, base pads, $160 mags, trigger that's, oh man, that's awesome. Wish you could feel that. And this is a great gun, but you don't need to wait till you have one of these. You can shoot just as well with this standard old Glock 17. Okay, maybe not just as well. But starting out, this gun right here that will function 100% of the time. You can find mags for it anywhere, and the mags are cheap. Mags for that 2011, I think I got about $120, $160 in each magazine. Although they did have a price decrease recently, so that may help. But very expensive magazines. Glock mags, $20. This gun works. Honestly, not my favorite gun. Not a Glock fan. But they're like the Chevy truck of the gun world. They just work, and you can find parts for them everywhere. I bet you can buy holsters in Walmart. If you have one, bring it out. It's a great gun to shoot. If you don't have one and you're looking to buy something, not a bad gun to have. Not a bad gun to start with. Not necessarily the best in my opinion, but my opinion has nothing to do with your wallet. Okay, so and let's just say that you're like me, you're a little bit older, and you need one of them red dots. All right, so SIG P320. I also have red dots in other guns. Triggers, it's all right. Could be better, not great. But red dot, it's got a SIG Romeo one. This is a pretty inexpensive package to get into a pretty dang nice pistol with lots of upgrades available for not, super expensive money. And you may even have one, who knows. But any pistol, Springfield XDM, the Canik TP9 SFX, the P09 CZ, Smith & Wesson M&P, all of those, any full-size pistol, you're going to do great. Just come out. If you're comfortable with it, if you shoot it decently well, that is all that matters. Because, again, you're not going to win your first day, right? This isn't what it's about. You're going to shoot a match, and you're going to have fun, and you're going to learn, and you need to shoot a gun that you're comfortable with, not a gun that you're learning on. And, again, my opinion has no place in your wallet, so make your own decisions, but you don't need to feel like you need to spend a bunch of money to come shoot matches. What you need to do is you need to come shoot matches. Shooting matches is how you get better at shooting in general. and given the choice between spending 100 rounds on a range day and 100 rounds at a match, I'm going to choose a match every single time, even though maybe the range day, if I structured it right, might be more productive for me. Now, we got belt gear to talk about. There's a lot of opinions. I personally use a Carbon Arms belt. It's this belt here. It's got the Velcro inner outer belts, and of course it's got mag pouches and ELS clip receptacles and a holster on a drop rig. All the mag pouches are Safariland. The holster and drop rig are Safariland. The belt is by Carbon Arms in Colorado. They do a great job. And that belt's you could probably duplicate my belt for maybe, I don't know, a couple $100. You just heard me knock over everything in the room. But you could spend probably a couple $100 on that. It's not a bad deal. But this, now this is an inner outer. I just don't have the inner in it right now. This is a belt by, I believe, Tasmanian Tiger. It is a legit company that's a very good belt. Very strong, very stiff. I like this belt a lot. I actually wear it sometimes as a daily. And I have just a couple of mag pouches. I think they're 511 mag pouches. And a plain old nylon mag pouch. You put all this together, and you have yourself a nice with a a Safariland holster. You can have a nice belt rig for about $120, and this will get you through a season of matches with no problems, and it will not slow you down. This will not be the thing that keeps you from improving. Yeah, your mag reload might be a hair slower, but your mags won't fall out. And in 3-gun, retention is an important thing. And one of the interesting things is you hear a lot of guys you'll hear a lot of guys talk about Kydex this or Kydex that, and their answer to the question of holsters falling out when you run, because you don't run in USPSA, you run in 3-gun, run a lot in 3-gun. And when you're moving rapidly from one place to another, or you're hanging upside down off of something or whatever, your gun can fall out of a Kydex holster if it's too loose or gets jostled the wrong way. I've seen it happen. I've actually had my gun come out a couple of times. If your gun comes out, it's a DQ. It's bad. Nobody likes that. I don't like that. You don't like that. So I used a 5.76 Profit, which locks on the trigger guard. A lot of guys use the ALS, which locks on the slide. Both of these release very cleanly, very quickly. It's imperceptible in the amount of draw time. But most importantly is the gun doesn't come out. Now you'll see a bunch of guys who have Blade Tech style Kydex, which are clamshell they're tension type holsters, and they'll tell you that they can tighten that screw down and the gun won't come out, and that is true to a degree. But you tighten that screw down, you also can't get the gun out as quickly. So I prefer having a less expensive holster that the gun can't come out than having a more expensive holster that has a cool name on it, and being a little bit Gucci or whatever. I would rather have my plain old holster that holds the gun in than having one of these Gucci holsters, flavor of the month Kydex. And there are a lot of good Kydex makers out there, and I'm not taking anything away from them per se. It's just a matter of the sport of 3-gun is not the place for super cool guy Kydex. That's a USPSA thing, maybe IDPA, not 3-gun. We don't want to see guns fall out of holsters. So stick with something that's retention, and if you have to have a cool Kydex holster from your favorite holster guy, make sure it has a hood, or something similar to lock that gun in. And other than that, that's it. Show up, shoot a match with us, have some fun. The reason I made this video is I see a lot of comments. Guy says, "Hey, I'm starting out. What shotgun should I buy?" Well, and somebody says a Benelli, which is crazy. That's why. Who goes and spends $2,000 on a shotgun for a sport that they may not like, right? The same thing. What pistol should I get? And you get 20,000 answers of $2,000 pistols, and when really the answer should be a $500 Glock 17, or if you want to spend a few extra bucks, get a Glock 34. That's really the answer. Maybe an XDM. If you don't like Glock, or if you don't like Springfield, maybe a M&P Pro or whatever it is. Whatever. But whatever it is, it's not. It should be a $500 or $700 pistol. It shouldn't be a $2,000 or $3,000 pistol. Because again, it's just really, really tough to. It's really, really tough to justify. Same thing with the AR. Go down and buy a head down Master Series, which I'm not really sure what they're going for now, but they're under $2,000, and that's the best starting platform I can think of to build a competition AR without going to a JP or something similar. And I say that because they come with good barrels. They've already got all of the good bones, and you can just kind of change out a few things. And that's really important. I think a lot of guys. I watch a lot of videos about the equipment to start 3-gun, and they talk about all of the different stuff. Usually about trying to sell you something, and I don't need to sell you anything. I don't care. I want you to come shoot matches. I want you not just shoot my match. Go down to Cleveland, shoot their match. Go down to Orsa over in Knoxville, shoot their match. Go to TAC2, shoot their match when it's not on our weekend. Go down to Huntsville, shoot their match. The biggest point is shoot matches. It's important. You don't get better by sitting on the couch. You don't get better by wishing you had this gun or sitting around on the internet watching videos and reading gun blogs about the next greatest pistol or barrel length or what shotgun you should buy or what shotgun's going to be released or whatever. Go shoot matches. Come shoot my match. Come shoot my match. It'll be super fun. You'll have a great time. Don't worry about the gear. Don't sweat it. We'll take care of you. You guys have a great night.